Hello property viewers, welcome to another property tour. Thank you Keita and Neville for featuring our lovely listing. I'm Rebecca Toller-Stevenson.
And I'm Taff Stevenson, and behind me is Sussex. Sussex is an 18th century Jamaican Georgian country home.
And it's set on 15 lush acres of landscape, right in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica, approximately 300 feet above sea level, and we cannot wait to show you inside.
We're in the garden parish of St. Anne, and there's a number of wonderful attractions here, namely Dolphin Cove, Mystic Mountain, and Duns River Falls, to name a few.
Before we go inside, I want to remind you to click like, subscribe and share this video, and do leave a comment below. What's amazing about Sussex is that it is such a hidden treasure. As you come up the driveway, you're just in awe of the amazing beauty of the landscape around you, because the house itself is flanked by two very mature guango trees. It's really magical.
Sussex is a unique property with a very rich history that Rebecca and I are going to share with you. It was built in the late 1700s, and up until the 1970s was actually a pimento farm.
Sussex has had many owners over the last couple of hundred years, but the most interesting is Lord Brownlow, who was actually cousin to Queen Elizabeth II. Lord Brownlow owned this property for 12 years in the 50s going into the 60s, and had many guests here, including Noel Coward and Ian Fleming.
And one last little cool nugget of information about Sussex is the fact that this property was the first to have a telephone line in Jamaica.
Can you believe that? As you enter Sussex, you're in a wonderful foyer, and behind me you'll see right out to the Caribbean Sea. Just wonderful light and airflow. There are beautiful wood floors. The house has been wonderfully preserved. In fact, it underwent a significant renovation in 2003. The first room as you enter is the den or living room. It's a really cozy, beautiful room with amazing built-ins, and it's just gorgeous because you're looking out to that wonderful front lawn and the guango tree, of course.
This is my favorite room in Sussex. What I really love about it is the grand entrance. It's such a big door frame that's flanked by the cut stone. And then when you come in, the blues just kind of like hit you. It's such an amazing sensory feeling when you come into this room. And then what's really impressive is to my right, you open the doors and you have the vistas of the beautiful Caribbean Sea along with the pool.
So these beautiful cut stone steps take you out to the newly done pool deck, which was just refinished this year. This is a perfect pool deck for entertaining. I can just see so many happy occasions here. I mean, look at the view of the Caribbean Sea. It doesn't get much better than that. This lawn here at the back of Sussex is just perfect. This is the wonderful formal living room here at Sussex. It's just so cozy and delightful. Sussex at one point was actually redecorated by a famous interior designer called Paul Methuen, who was friends with Ian Fleming and Noel Coward. Architecturally, this house is just magnificent and has been featured in a number of publications, including Living Jamaica Country, which is a very famous coffee table book by Jamaica's dear photographer, Kiki Kincaid. The wonderful formal dining room here at Sussex will simply take your breath away. With the beautiful exposed cut stone walls, and wonderful Tudor beams that are also exposed. It's really just magnificent.
All right guys, come follow me. Let's go upstairs and continue the tour. There's some really cool things that I want to show you. I promised to show you guys a couple of cool things upstairs. To my left is one of them, your own elevator, which is kind of cool. So if you have somebody that's mobility challenged or a little bit elderly, they can use this instead of the stairs. And then if you follow me through into the primary bedroom, I've got something that's very cool that a lot of historians might actually find fascinating. Before I show you guys my final party trick upstairs, I just wanted you to appreciate the primary bedroom here. If you have a look, it's got very nice high ceilings. And for me, it's got a very cozy vibe. I love the wooden floors. For me, growing up in Africa, we didn't have a lot of these kind of like touches in our homes. It was always carpeted. So to have these beautifully crafted wooden floors, for me, every time I see them, you know, like my heart just jumps out of my chest. I love it. One more thing about this bedroom which makes it just spectacular is the fact that it's got a huge balcony. If you want to come outside with me to check it out, and there it is, guys. Have a look at that. That is 30 miles of coastline. Just to remind you, we're 300 feet above sea level. So come check this out, guys. This is really cool. Bit of history here for the history buffs. So if you have a look in the cabinet, there are some memorabilia pieces from the coronation of King Edward VIII. What you might not know is that this coronation actually never happened because King Edward never actually became King of England. He instead chose to marry a lady by the name of Wallis Simpson, and he abdicated the throne. You're probably asking what this has to do with Sussex. And the answer to that question is Lord Brownlow, who Rebecca mentioned earlier, who was an owner of Sussex. He was actually a very close confidant of the prince, soon to be king. And he actually told the prince not to go forward with his marriage with Wallis Simpson, and they had somewhat of a falling out. And because of that, he was kicked out of the court, and I guess he found his way to Jamaica, to this beautiful property.
So you've seen the wonderful main house here at Sussex, but did you also know that there is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom cottage as well? I want to give you a sneak peek inside. Welcome to the cottage. So really, it's so quaint. It almost has like a treehouse type of vibe. If you look around this room, I mean, you're looking right out to the beautiful guango trees outside, those beautiful shutter windows. There's a kitchenette, a bathroom, 2 other bedrooms downstairs, and 2 other bathrooms. But what I love about this property is this magnificent balcony. You really feel like you're, you know, just in the forest. It's fabulous.
Sussex is on 15 acres of land, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go check out some of the awesomeness that is on these 15 acres. We've got 20 different types of fruited trees. We've got development land to look at, more views. We have a nursery to also look at, and a couple of other cool things. So follow me, guys, and let's go have a look. Hey guys, so you can see behind me the tennis court. It does need a little bit of love, but it can get up and running fairly quickly. All you tennis lovers out there, let's go have a look at some more views, guys. Okay guys, lots of breadfruit on this property. I think there are 23 different fruit varieties on this property, and there's a ton of these. So let's carry on going. You're probably wondering who the ideal purchaser is for the property like this. I would say that it's somebody that would be interested in developing the land here. There's 12 acres that is attached to the property, all in all 15 acres. And those already have planning permissions to develop. So you could put a community up here. Also somebody that likes to garden or farm. This is a perfect place for you. And also, if you just have a large family, lots of kids, this is a great place to grow up. If you did want to develop a community here, just have a look over my shoulder at the view that you could have with your development. It's absolutely stunning. So there is a lot of potential, not only for a community, but also for farming, etc. But yeah, you can't beat the views here. If you follow me up here real quick, if you are kind of like a bit of a baller and you did buy this property, that up here would probably be the best place to land your helicopter if you did have one. That's where I would put it. Don't have the helicopter yet. As I previously mentioned, the owners are actually avid gardeners, so they built their own nursery up here, which is really nice. And if you guys actually look to my right here, there's more plants. So I would definitely say that this property is for somebody who's very passionate about the outdoors, passionate about gardening, farming, community development. I love this space. This is probably my favorite space out here. And the reason that I like it is because there's just silence. You know, it's really nice. You can do a lot of thinking out here. You can actually take walks by yourself or with your family and just chill out. You know, the world we live in is so crazy sometimes that it's hard to forget and appreciate just, you know, like taking a stroll and not listening to any city noises or anything like that, which is why I really feel connected to this property when I come here every single time. It really is special.
So just to recap Sussex, it's a beautiful 18th century Jamaican Georgian home set on a lush 15-acre parcel of land in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica, and it's on for $2,950,000.
And a very special thank you to property viewers, Kida and Neville, for joining us on this tour. And remember guys, smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. All of our details will be in the description below.